Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 8 of the NFL.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week.
To the 32.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, McFarland. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Murray. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McFarland. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Well, look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 15 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to know they built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Murray now on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on second down. Murray, this will be caught by Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. Murray going to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
From the 10, first and goal.
They'll run here with Ingram. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Throwing now is Murray.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McFarland. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McFarland. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He's got it to Ingram, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw is Murray.
Able to get this one to McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now Murray again. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
The Cardinals at 4-3, a game over 500. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. First down, Murray. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he... Final tally. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Murray now.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's it's 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Ingram will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Throwing on 1st down. McFarland, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Off the play fake. McFarland. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McFarland. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. McFarland. And that's incomplete.
Will Dissly, the intended receiver.
And it'll bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. McFarland. And able to connect with Berrios. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. McFarland, quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. operating from the gun. McFarland. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Braxton Berrios there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7
issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
That's complete to McBride.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about Mober or the Dodger, instead they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome.
Returnable for Lockett.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. They'll set up to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd and 3. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The throw right sideline here is complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Returning right back to Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the visiting Browns who were able to steal one on the road. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Jacoby Brissett leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Mac Jones, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Again, he finds more. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. How about corner Kobe Bryant coming in to make the sack?
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. He's got McBride here over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They're running. Ingram. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McFarland. This is the tight end Fant. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back to throw. McFarland going right back to Fant. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. On second down, it's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McFarland. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the air on second down. McFarland. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. On third down, McFarland. This one goes underneath to Walker, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I just know defensively, when you see 3rd and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the first down line. Anything underneath will make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back. One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that first down gain.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. McFarland. It's complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Walker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Up the middle, Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This one complete to Ingram. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. Stick the eagle. Ready, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, McFarland throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And some room to roam now. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. McFarland, touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Ingram. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Murray. He finds his man complete. It's McBride. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And this is back down to a 7-point game. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. McFarland. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. McFarland. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the 1st, but he only makes it to the 34. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Got a man. It's McBride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Murray to air it out again. Flushed out right. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Back to throw. McFarland. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Running left is Walker. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And going right back to Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 7. 1:06 to play. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Back to throw. Murray. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Murray. He's got McBride, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Murray to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw is Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Seahawks,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
2.